Hello everyone. I hope you all will be fine and very good in your life. Today I'll take some of the prepositions which are very helpful for speaking purpose. For example, first of all, I'll take in. As you already know that in is used for big places. बड़ी जगहों के साथ हम in का use करते हैं. जैसे कि आई लिव इन न्यू दिल्ली एट पर्यावरण या आई लिव इन न्यू दिल्ली एट फ्रीडम फाइटर और आई लिव इन न्यू दिल्ली एट कालकाजी. So as it is very clear that for big places we use in and for small places we use at. For example, I live in New Delhi at Kalkaji or at Gurgaon. So New Delhi will be the big place and Gurgaon or Kalkaji will be the small places. So in this way we can use in or at in so many places according to our requirement. Where big places are there, then you can use in, and for as far as small places are concerned, you will have to use at. Or there is a one more place where we use at. At is also used for time purpose. Time purpose means, suppose you are saying to other person, I'll come at 8 o'clock or I'll come at 9 o'clock or I will come at 7 o'clock. So before any time you will have to use at. Or in other sense, at is also used for persons. For example, you are saying my mother is at home, my father is at home, my mother is at office or my father is at office. So these are the examples where we can use in or at. Or in other places, if we talk about into, अगर हम into की बात करते हैं, as I told you earlier also, into is used where you have the depth and movement. That depth and movement means जहाँ पर आपको गति और गहराई मिल रही है, मूवमेंट मिल रहा है या कोई डेप्थ मिल रही है, तो वहाँ पर आप into का यूज़ करते हैं. For example, you must have heard the story of Thirsty Crow. What was he doing? He was putting pebbles one by one into the pot. So there we find that movement is there and depth is in pot. There is a depth. There is a गहराई आपको मिल रही है. So that's why we are using into. In more places, into is used. Suppose our teacher or somebody has given a paragraph and that paragraph is only in Hindi and she is saying to convert into English. In this context, we will have to use into. Why we are changing totally a form? अगर हम कोई चीज़ या कोई पैराग्राफ या कोई भी चीज़ हम टोटली उसको बदल रहे हैं, एक लैंग्वेज से दूसरे में कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं, तो देन वी विल हैव टू यूज़ इनटू. And one more preposition which is very helpful for constructing lots and lots of sentences, that is under. Suppose you can take, for example, for using this under, suppose there is a tree and man is standing or woman is standing under that tree. Under that tree means कि उसकी छाया के नीचे खड़ा है. Under means उसके नीचे खड़ा है. तो in that case we will have to use under because he is standing under that tree. उसकी shadow में, उसकी छाया के नीचे खड़ा है. Then we will have to use under. In one more example we can use under also. Suppose a cat is sitting under a table. If you think of a table there is a space and the cat is sitting under the table. In that case we will have to use under. One more place you can use under also, like under a tree, under a table, or in any case you can use under where you find the condition is under. Suppose inside and outside is there. Suppose the man is inside the house that woman is inside the house. और inside means वो अंदर है. और as far as outside is concerned, he is outside the house. मतलब घर के बाहर है. So under is very clear. Under means under the shadow of something. It can be a tree. It can be a table. Under that, under the shadow of that thing, या उसके नीचे है वो चीज़, तो वहाँ पर हम under लगाएंगे. One more preposition which is very helpful for speaking purpose, that is by. That's by is used when something is done by somebody else. For example, suppose a book is there or some person has written that book. So we will have to speak like this. This book is written by Geeta or this book is written by Sarita. मतलब किसी के द्वारा जो चीज़ होती है वहाँ पर हम जब किसी के द्वारा होती है उसके द्वारा वो लिखी जाती है, तो in that case we will have to use by. तो by or one more place by is used. For example, the cloth is sold by a meter. मतलब क्लोथ मीटर के हिसाब से बिकता है. और one more preposition which is very helpful for speaking purpose, that is with. With shows the manner. मतलब कोई चीज़ हमें ढंग बताता है, तरीका बताता है. In that case we will have to use with. Suppose the teacher beat the boy with a stick. टीचर ने क्या किया? लड़के को छड़ी से मार लगाई, छड़ी से पिटाई की. तो in that case we will have to use with, जो हमें manner of anything shows. Which shows the manner of, किस ढंग से मारा, किस तरीके से मारा. तो in that case we will have to use with. तो one more place where we will use with, that is साथ में. तो with का exact meaning देखा जाए तो क्या होता है? साथ में. One place we are which showing the manner, in other place साथ में. For example, I went to market with my sister, or I went to market with my brother, or I went to office, or I went to some other place with my mother. So these are the preposition. By the help of these prepositions, we can make lots and lots of sentences in a very simplest way. बहुत आसानी से हम बहुत सारी चीज़ें sentences we can construct lots of sentences. One more preposition is which is very helpful for our speaking voice, that is above. Above means suppose somebody is sitting and the calendar is hanging above that. या some picture is on above his head. above हम उस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में लगा रहे हैं कि उसके सिर और कैलेंडर या उस पिक्चर में जो गैप है, जो दूरी है, जो डिस्टेंस है, वो इतना ज़्यादा नहीं है, थोड़ा कम है. तो इन दैट केस वी विल हैव टू यूज़ अबव. जहाँ पर दूरी कम होती है वहाँ पर हम अबव मोस्टली लगाते हैं. वन मोर प्रीपोजिशन विच इज़ वेरी हेल्पफुल for making the students understand, that is over. Over means होता है कि जहाँ पर distance बहुत ज़्यादा होता है. Above के comparatively जहाँ पर distance ज़्यादा होता है. For example, the sky is over our heads. Sky जो है, sky में, आसमान में और हमारे सिर में there is बहुत ज़्यादा दूरी होती है, बहुत ही मिलियन बिलियन काफ़ी डिस्टेंस होता है. मतलब अबव के कंपैरेटिव में इट इज़ अनएक्सप्रेसिबल. मतलब उसको एक्सप्रेस नहीं कर सकते कितना दूरी होगा. तो वो जहाँ दूरी बहुत ज़्यादा होती है तो वहाँ पर ओवर आता है. सो दीज आर द preposition which I told you today, and in the next class I'll show you some of the pictures. By the help of those pictures we can make the students very easily, we can make the students understand very easily, for having more clarity, for having more informations about the prepositions. One more thing I will tell you guys, that you will make 5 or 10 sentences of each one of the prepositions so that it will become your practice, and you will not forget it forever. And one more thing I'll tell you, that preposition is one more preposition which is also very helpful for speaking wise, that is between or among. Between is used basically for two things. Between, suppose we are dividing the suites between two persons, two girls, two boys, suites or anything can be there. If we are dividing two things, if we are dividing the things between two persons, two girls, two boys, it can be two boys, two girls, anything, two things are there. If we dividing these things between two, so there we will have to use between. If we talk about among, so in that case, I divided the sweets among the whole class. In that case, other person will automatically come to know that the students are not two, but it is more than two. It can be 20, 30, 15, but it can be more than two. One more preposition which is also very helpful for speaking purpose, that is towards. Towards means where we have the sense of idea, sense of, not sense of idea, sense of direction. Suppose when we are talking that man is going towards the Sita's house, or we are saying to other person that man is going towards the temple, it means we don't have the clarity. हमारे पास क्लैरिटी नहीं है, वो सीता के घर की तरफ की ओर मुड़ा है या टेम्पल की ओर मुड़ा है, उस स्पेसिफिक मंदिर की ओर मुड़ा है, बट वी आर नॉट कन्फर्म्ड इनफ whether he went into that temple or not. मे बी मंदिर के साथ उसकी कोई दूसरी फ्रेंड हो या कोई और हो, वहाँ गया हो, पर हमने एक लैंडमार्क बता दिया कि वो किसकी ओर गया है, किसकी ओर मुड़ा है. ही वेंट टूवर्ड्स द टेम्पल, मंदिर की ओर मुड़ा है. One more thing I want to tell you, in the case of on, when we have the touch condition, touch conditions in the sense, for example, when we are talking about on के लिए mostly we use on in the case of when we are saying like this, India became free on 15th of August in 1947. So before dates we use on. Or one more thing, on is used when we talk about, when we have the touch conditions in the means. For example, books are lying, or some books, papers or anything are lying on the table, then in that case we will have to use on, because books, other things, it can be keys or any other thing, they have the touch condition, उसके साथ लगी हैं, टेबल से टच हो रही हैं, वो उस पर पड़ी हैं, लाइंग मीन्स पड़ी हैं उस पर, टेबल पर, टच कंडीशन भी, तो then we will have to use on. So on is used in two cases, when something is kept on some other place, then on is used, and before dates, as we are already seeing that before dates also on is used. So I hope you all guys will practice at least 5 sentences for each preposition. I hope you will definitely like this class. If you want to have some more good classes or some more good videos regarding English and some other good techniques of learning this language in a very simplest way and interesting way, definitely you will subscribe my video, and definitely you will subscribe and comment my video. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.